Hello and a quick warning before we start. Trigger warning for mentions of doxing and racism. Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Beary and today I'll be talking about my dislike of face reveals in TikTok. My main points will be the pressure around face reveals, and my general disdain with TikTok. I want to note this isn't just going to be a hurt or TikTok cringe because teens cringe video. Though I doubt most think that honestly. Let's start with the first point. Something I've noticed is that, on the internet, especially on TikTok, people want to know everything about a person's personal life. While this can generally be okay after being online friends for multiple months to a year, it's not okay between fans and a content creator. Fans don't need to know everything. They don't need to see your face to be fans. But, I also understand why this is. You want to know more about this person, you want to be closer to them, you want to be able to relate to them. But you need to remember that you don't actually know them. This is the internet, you don't actually know if who's on the other side of the screen is as young or as friendly as they say they are. But there's also the fact that some content creators don't feel comfortable showing their face, like me. I don't feel comfortable with my body and my face, and a face reveal would cause more harm to me than good. And if you have asked me for a face reveal, don't worry, I've never really been open about my feelings about myself, so it's not like anyone could really know not to ask. And most of the people who asked at a time when I had removed any specifications about not asking. But, for future reference, please do not ask for a face reveal. As stated earlier, I don't feel comfortable with doing one, and want my boundaries to be respected. This is something I've noticed with some extreme fans, and, while I personally dislike this person, I will be bringing up the Minecraft YouTuber 𝗏𝗏, who up until recently had hidden behind a mask. People will constantly bully and harass some masked/anonymous content creators to reveal their face, without taking into account the content creator's feelings, so they can either insult their face or because they feel deserving of it. Again, just because you're a fan, it doesn't mean you deserve or have a right to someone's face reveal or personal life. A content creator's personal life should be separate from their content. And content creators should be allowed to make a face reveal when they're ready, not when fans want them to. A prime example of this is the aforementioned Minecraft YouTuber 𝗏𝗏. Some of his supposed fans would harass, and even attempt to dox him, just so they could get a face reveal. While he did tease it sometimes, that does not make their actions okay. Another good example is 𝗏𝗏, another Minecraft YouTuber who ran in similar circles with 𝗏𝗏. Someone had made an attempted dox on him wherein they claimed they had a photo of him that had his face. Luckily this claim was false, but this shows the length some will go just to see someone's face. Just like me, 𝗏𝗏 does not feel comfortable showing his face, and having someone try and dox you for something that stupid is just depressing. I believe I have managed to state my entire view on the matter, so let's move on to the next. Now, I don't actually hate the fact that TikTok is short and quick content. As someone who deals with ADD, short content is very good for me, as long videos simply take too long for my brain and bore me more easily. Which is ironic considering I do long videos, and, a quick tangent. I can still watch long videos. Content creators like 𝗏𝗏𝗏 or Maxer make long but interesting and intriguing videos. So they tend to keep my attention due to their humor and editing styles. I just find it a little weird how people think people with ADD are physically incapable of watching long videos. We can, it's just that most long videos don't really appeal to us or don't stimulate us enough. I may be wrong that others think this. But, back onto the topic at hand. TikTok has a real issue of censoring unnecessary things and allowing extremely harmful content to flourish. They also add trigger warnings that only misinform the viewers. One example would actually be my video called 𝗏𝗏𝗏 is cringe. You can check that video out for an in-depth example. Some other examples would be knives, hope, mom, and dad. While knives make some sense, you should also realize that knives are a rather common thing on the internet. If they truly distress you to that point, then talk to a professional. The problem may be deeper than seeing knives. And, as I said in the 𝗏𝗏𝗏 video, if something triggers you, then find a way to remove yourself from that situation. Going online solely to trigger yourself is a horrible way to live. And, if it doesn't trigger you, then stop telling people to censor things unless it's something extremely dark. No one has the right to censor you unless it's breaking a law or something like that. I understand wanting to make going online safer for those with mental disorders, but you are only making us look worse by censoring everything. We aren't glass, let us say when something's wrong instead of making the decision for us constantly. I'm sorry for my blunt wording, but I am tired of seeing people being guilt-tripped for doing nothing wrong. Not everything needs to be happy sunshine rainbows, not everything needs to cater to you. A topic I want to touch on quickly is TikTok's apparent racism. I'm not going to go fully in depth as I don't want to bring race onto my channel. It's becoming an untouchable subject, especially among gotcha tubers. Guys, you can be racist towards anyone. Stop acting pretentious. Racism is to treat someone as lesser or inhuman based on their skin tone. White people have a skin tone. Stop gatekeeping. I don't want to discuss this further in the comments. People have a tendency to turn comment sections toxic when race is brought up, and I just want things to remain civil. If you don't agree with my opinion, that's fine. I won't ever force you to. Moving on to the next point, gotcha TikTokers somehow seem worse than gotcha tubers. They all look similar at times, and have no idea how to add in music. The audio will repeat 50 times before we finally arrive at the edit. It's super frustrating, really. That's all I wanted to talk about today. See y'all later.